Did you know the very first thing you eat in the morning could be the single most important decision you make all day, especially when it comes to your blood flow, your energy levels, and yes, even your performance in the bedroom after 60? I know it sounds a little unexpected, maybe even too simple to be true, but what I'm about to share has helped hundreds of my patients regain confidence in ways they never thought possible. The truth is, most seniors, especially men, are starting their day in a way that silently works against their body. It slows circulation, weakens nerves, and tightens muscles in the legs, lower back, and even down there. If you've been feeling slower, stiffer, or like something's just off with your energy or performance, it may not be your age. It might actually be your breakfast. Hi, I'm Dr. Lauren Monroe, board-certified urologist, men's health expert, and someone who's spent over 20 years helping men regain control over their bodies without pills, without pressure, and without shame. And here's what I've seen again and again. Men who change their morning habits, even just slightly, often experience better energy, better circulation, and yes, a much better experience in the bedroom, often in just days or weeks. Today, I'm going to show you 5 easy, natural foods you can eat in the morning that support blood flow, nerve sensitivity, and muscle strength. These aren't trendy powders or hard-to-find ingredients. These are simple, real foods that work. And if you stick around to the end, I'll reveal a food combo that's been helping my older patients feel more alive in under 7 days. No gimmicks. Just nutrition that works with your biology. And hey, if you're here to feel strong, stay independent, and age with power, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This is Elder Care Channel, where we break down smart, science-backed advice for men and women who still want to thrive in their later years. And if you're already feeling curious or hopeful, drop a 1 in the comments below. If you're skeptical or unsure, drop a 0. I welcome all opinions and I read every single one. Let's dive in. 1 whole eggs, your morning muscle builder. All right, let's kick off this list with a powerhouse that's been sitting in your kitchen all along: whole eggs. Now I know what some of you might be thinking: eggs. That's too basic. Too old school. But trust me, when it comes to rebuilding strength, improving nerve function, and restoring circulation in men over 60, eggs are one of the most complete, effective, and affordable foods you can put on your plate. Let's break it down. A whole egg contains over a dozen essential nutrients, like vitamin D, choline, B12, iron, and leucine. That's a nutritional dream team, especially for men who are dealing with age-related muscle loss, nerve desensitization, or circulation problems in the pelvic region. You see, after 60, your pelvic floor muscles start to weaken. These muscles are responsible for things like supporting erections, controlling your bladder, helping you stand up, walk, and even balance. They're part of your core strength, and when they're undernourished, you feel it. I can't count how many patients have come to me complaining about weaker erections, urinary issues, lower back tightness, or just feeling off in the morning. And do you know what most of them had in common? They were either skipping breakfast entirely or starting their day with processed carbs, white toast, sugary cereal, or just plain coffee. No protein, no nutrients, no fuel. When I get them to swap that out for 2 whole eggs within an hour of waking up, the difference is night and day. Take Mark, for example. He's 69, retired, and came to me feeling like his mornings were flat. He said, "Doc, I used to bounce out of bed. Now I feel like I'm dragging a sack of bricks." I had him start with something super simple: 2 boiled eggs, yolk included, eaten within 30 to 60 minutes of waking. No fancy shake. No supplements. Just real food. 4 weeks later, he smiled when he walked in. He said, "Doc, I feel like something woke up inside me. I'm not using my hand to push myself up anymore. I just stand up." And that's what happens when you give your body the nutrients it's been quietly starving for. Now let me be clear, the yolk is essential. That's where the vitamin D, choline, and essential fats are. Those are key for hormonal balance and nerve health, particularly in the lower half of your body. Skip the yolk and you're skipping half the benefit. Another reason I love eggs for men over 60. They're gentle on the digestive system, quick to prepare, and budget-friendly. Whether you like them scrambled, boiled, or poached, it doesn't matter. Just make them part of your morning ritual. And if you're watching your cholesterol, don't worry. Recent studies have shown that for most people, dietary cholesterol from eggs does not significantly affect blood cholesterol levels. In fact, the nutrients in eggs can actually support heart health, brain function, and vascular repair. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for that plain toast or skip breakfast altogether, think about what your muscles, your nerves, and your confidence are really asking for. Because sometimes a comeback starts with 2 eggs. 2. Oats with chia seeds, the artery cleanser. Next up on the list is one of the most heart-smart, artery-cleansing breakfasts you can possibly eat: oats with chia seeds. Now let's be honest, oatmeal doesn't exactly scream powerful male breakfast, right? But trust me, when it's done right, this humble bowl becomes a weapon for your circulation. Here's what's happening. As you age, your arteries can become clogged or less flexible. That means your blood doesn't flow as easily to key areas like your legs, your feet, your brain, and yes, your intimate areas. That can lead to cold extremities, fatigue, and decreased sensation where it matters most. But oats, especially steel-cut or rolled oats, are loaded with a special kind of fiber called beta-glucan. Think of beta-glucan like a sponge that moves through your system, soaking up excess cholesterol and gently cleaning the walls of your arteries. It's literally helping to scrub your blood vessels from the inside out. Now when you top those oats with chia seeds, that's when the magic really happens. Chia seeds might be tiny, but they pack a serious nutritional punch. They're loaded with magnesium, potassium, omega-3 fatty acids, and antioxidants. All of these help your blood vessels relax, reduce inflammation, and improve nitric oxide production, which is crucial for maintaining open, healthy blood flow. Let me paint you a picture of what that means. When your blood vessels relax, blood moves more freely. That means better oxygen delivery to your muscles, better stamina, more sensation, and yes, improved performance between the sheets. One of my longtime clients, Sam, 72 years old, was ready to give up on intimacy. He told me, "Doc, I think that chapter's just closed." But I wasn't convinced. I asked him what he was eating for breakfast. He said cereal, some sugar, sometimes toast. Nothing big. We made one change: warm oats topped with chia seeds, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and some frozen blueberries. Just one bowl, 5 mornings a week. 2 weeks in, he said his hands and feet didn't feel icy anymore. 4 weeks in, he looked at me and said, "Dr. Jane, I actually want to get out of bed now." That's not coincidence. That's arteries clearing, nerves waking up, and energy returning. Now here's the key. Don't dump a bunch of sugar on your oatmeal. No brown sugar bombs. Instead, use cinnamon, berries, or even a dash of stevia if you want something sweet. Keep it clean, keep it real. This breakfast is also very senior-friendly. It's soft, easy to digest, supports bowel health, and keeps you full for hours without the crash. So if you want to wake up your blood vessels and kickstart your morning the right way, make space in your routine for oats and chia. It's warm. It's grounding. And it might just be the gentle powerhouse your arteries have been waiting for. 3. Watermelon, nature's morning booster. Now let's talk about something you might only think of as a refreshing summer fruit, but in reality, it's one of nature's best-kept secrets for blood flow and vascular health, watermelon. Yes, watermelon. Sweet, juicy, hydrating, and secretly powerful when it comes to improving male circulation. Here's why. Watermelon is rich in a compound called L-citrulline, which your body converts into L-arginine. And that turns into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps relax and widen your blood vessels. It's the exact same pathway that popular ED medications like Viagra work on, but watermelon does it naturally. No prescriptions. No side effects. Just fruit. Now here's the part most people don't realize. The white part of the watermelon, the rind, the part most people throw away, is actually where L-citrulline is most concentrated. So if you're just eating the red flesh and tossing the rest, you're missing out on the best part. Slice the whole thing, yes, including the white section, into chunks, toss it in a blender, and make a smoothie. You can add a bit of lemon or mint for flavor if you like. Or just chew it raw. Either way, your blood vessels will thank you. I had a patient, Bill, age 66. He was skeptical at first, but he decided to try eating about 2 cups of watermelon first thing in the morning before his eggs. 5 days later, he called me and said, "Doc, I don't know if it's the fruit or something else, but something's definitely starting to come back alive down there." And that's the point. It's not just about performance in the bedroom. It's about waking up those small blood vessels in your legs, your hips, your groin. Those capillaries need circulation just like your heart does. And when blood starts flowing again, everything works better. Plus, watermelon is incredibly hydrating. A lot of men over 60 don't drink enough water in the morning, which means their blood gets thick and sluggish. Watermelon solves that with natural hydration and electrolytes, all while feeding your blood vessels exactly what they need. And if you're someone who deals with high blood pressure or cardiovascular concerns, watermelon is a fantastic, heart-friendly way to start your day. It's light, gentle on digestion, and gives your body a clean boost without caffeine or sugar spikes. So if you want something that's easy, delicious, and proven to support better circulation fast, don't overlook this humble fruit. Keep it in your fridge, slice it up the night before, and eat it first thing in the morning. It's simple. It's natural. And for many of my patients, it's been a game changer. 4. Steamed sweet potato with Celtic salt, the circulation stabilizer. Let's move on to one of the most overlooked foods that can stabilize your circulation, improve nerve function, and ground your energy first thing in the morning: steamed sweet potato with Celtic sea salt. Now, I know it might sound unusual, sweet potato for breakfast. But hear me out. This isn't just a comfort food. When paired with the right kind of salt, it becomes one of the most effective ways to nourish your nerves and muscles, especially for older men who wake up feeling weak, stiff, or unsteady. Here's why it works. Sweet potatoes are a complex carbohydrate, meaning they release energy slowly and steadily. Unlike sugary cereals or white bread, sweet potatoes don't spike your blood sugar. Instead, they feed your muscles with glycogen, which is the fuel your body actually runs on when you're walking, standing, or even getting out of bed. That steady energy is exactly what your legs and core muscles need to start the day strong. But the real secret here: the Celtic sea salt. We're not talking about regular white table salt. Celtic salt is rich in over 80 essential trace minerals, including magnesium, calcium, and potassium, all of which play a vital role in nerve transmission, electrolyte balance, and hydration. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at holding onto minerals, and many men become mildly dehydrated without even realizing it. This can lead to muscle cramps, fatigue, numbness in the feet, and that heavy leg feeling you get after waking up. But when you pair the natural carbs from sweet potatoes with the mineral richness of Celtic salt, you're restoring balance to your body at a cellular level. You're essentially giving your nervous system the support it needs to fire correctly. Let me tell you about Thomas. He was 71 and came to me complaining about groin tightness, heavy legs, and an unsteady feeling every time he got out of bed. He had tried stretching, drinking more water, even a few prescriptions, but nothing seemed to help. I told him, try half a steamed sweet potato with a pinch of Celtic salt and a glass of warm water before your regular breakfast. He looked at me like I was crazy, but he trusted me. 3 days later, he called me with excitement in his voice. "Doc, I stood up this morning and didn't have to grab the nightstand. First time in over a year." That's how fast the body can respond when it gets what it needs. And don't underestimate the emotional impact of that either. When you feel stable in your legs, when you move without fear of falling, when your balance improves, you feel more confident in everything you do, including your relationships. So if you're someone who wakes up feeling off, or if you've noticed tightness, numbness, or weakness in your lower half, this one addition might be the shift you've been waiting for. Steam a sweet potato the night before. Warm it up in the morning. Add a pinch of Celtic salt. Pair it with water. You'll feel the difference in days. And your body will reward you with better movement, clearer signals, and more calm energy. No crash, no jitter, no pills. So now you know the 5 best foods to restore circulation, improve nerve function, and bring back confidence. But what now? It's simple. Start tomorrow morning. Not next week. Not when you feel ready. Start with just one of these foods. Maybe it's eggs. Maybe it's oats. Maybe it's watermelon. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to happen. That first hour after waking is your body's golden window. That's when your blood vessels are open. Your nerves are alert. Your muscles are ready for fuel. What you eat in that hour sets the tone for the rest of your day. Too many men skip breakfast or grab sugary junk and wonder why they crash by noon or feel numb below the waist. You don't need more pills. You need better habits. And it starts with breakfast. Some of you might think, isn't it too late for me? Let me be very clear, it is not too late. I've worked with men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who thought their best days were behind them. But once they changed their mornings, their bodies responded. Slowly at first, but the change was real. Albert was 75 when he started eating eggs and watermelon each morning. 10 days later, he told me, "Doc, I forgot what this felt like. My legs feel lighter." And my wife, she's smiling again. It starts with a choice. One small choice. So here's your action step. Pick one of the 5 foods. Prepare it tonight. Eat it within an hour of waking. Stay consistent. You may not feel it on day 1, but by day 3, notice how your legs feel. Your energy, your hands, and yes, your mornings. Small habits done daily change everything. Because for men over 60, the real goal isn't just fixing what's wrong, it's protecting what's still right. Your energy, mobility, confidence, they're still in there. Just waiting for the right fuel. And if you're still watching this video, that tells me you're not done. You still care. You still want to feel strong and live fully. So I'll leave you with this. Aging doesn't take your strength, it asks if you're willing to fight for it. And the first fight starts in your kitchen. This is Dr. Lauren Monroe. I believe in you. Take care, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.